Hi, I am Pradip Haldar. Today I am going to discuss about the last topic of the chapter conservation of animals and the plant, that is the red data book. The International Union of Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources, in short IUCN. Now it is termed as a World Conservation Union. It's published a book which contain the information of world's diversity, mainly about the endangered species of animals or the plant, that known as a red data book. So red data book contain the information about the endangered species. It may be the plants or the animals which are published by the IUCN. Now, why the IUCN published this book? IUCN just want to create the awareness of the human beings over the endangered species. Now, in the reference of this book, IUCN categorizes the species into the several categories. The first one is a book published by IUCN, containing information about world diversity, mainly endangered species. Endangered species. Now, this IUCN categorizes the species into several categories. The first one is extinct species. In our previous lecture, we had the name dodo bird. Dodo bird is an extinct species. So, what will be the extinct species? The species which are deleted from the world. Not a single living member present in today's world, they are termed as a extinct species. In previous years or the lots of years ago, we can found the dodo bird in our planet. But now they are finished or the delete from our earth. That's why the dodo bird are termed as a extinct species. The second one is endemic species. Endemic means local, or the species which found in a particular geographical region. That's why this is known as a endemic species. Or sometimes it also termed as a local species. For example, the Asiatic lion only present in Gir forest in Gujarat. Now, endangered species. The species which are going to be extinct if the causative factor or the human activity or degradation of their habitat zone are continuously occur. If we continue degrade their habitat zone or destroy their habitat zone, they may be extinct. Those are known as the endangered species. Now, vulnerable species, those species which are going to be in danger in near future, they are termed as a vulnerable species. The last one is threatened species. A species which can be the endangered or the vulnerable, that known as a threatened species. And the most important one is the rare species. What is rare species? Rare species means it's an uncommon species. The small number of their members are present in our planet, but we cannot observe them usually. If you have the luck, then you can observe them frequently. This type of species are termed as a rare species. Now next, the migration. Migration means the flying far away from one region to the another region. We already know that some birds, European bee-eater, or some the cuckoo bird or this type of birds may perform the migration. That's why they are termed as a migratory birds. But why the birds are performing the migration? The first one, to adapt the climatic situation. We know that the 6 months of the North Pole, when it winter, then this time it quite hotter in the South Pole. So to adjust the climatic condition, the birds of the North Pole can be migrate towards the South Pole. Now the second one, to get the sufficient amount of food throughout the year, birds can be migrate. And the most important one, to lay the eggs, they require the optimum environmental condition. They can be migrate. But during the migration, birds can be face the lots of problem. The first one, the predators problem. May some predators are continuously waiting to kill the birds or to hunt the birds. The young ones cannot complete the long journey. It was quite difficult for the young ones to complete this journey. Now the next one is coexistence. Coexistence means the mutual understanding between two things, or we can live in a particular habitable zone or are quite friendly. Around the gir forest, there are present the lots of villages. Sometimes the lion or some wild animals may enter into the village, but without creating any problem to the villagers, or the villagers does not create any problem to the wildlife animals. They can move throughout the village. So without causing the harm, if we can tolerate this situation, so we can adopt this situation that known as a coexistence. And the most important topic that is the last topic of the chapter, is recycle of paper. We know that to form the paper or to make the paper, the lots of trees are used. Those trees which can produce the soft wood like the pine or the fir or the spruce can cut in the huge amount and used to prepare the paper. Now with continuously the amount of the trees are degraded in our society, whereas some environmental problem also increase. So how can we avoid this situation? One of the most interesting way to avoid this situation is the recycling of paper. Recycling means the process by which the waste paper turns the new one, that known as a recycling of paper. But how can we recycling this paper? The first we have to collect the paper and binds or forms a bundle. Now this paper are going to move to the garbage. From the garbage, they are going to transport it into the recycling plant. And suddenly within the recycling plant, they are creating the grades of the paper and add some water and the soap to remove the wastage materials like the ink, glue or the different colors. Clear? Now after adding the water and the soap to the paper, this will create the slowly. Now this slowly are going to be mixed with some chemicals and the materials. Now, this when we mix the chemical materials with the slowly, that will prepare the liquid forms of paper. Now, that will be rolled by the rollers and suddenly prepare the thin sheet of paper. In the last step, we are going to provide some heat to form the paper or the source. Look, the old paper or back is in a new form, that known as a recycling of paper. That's enough for this chapter. Hope you understand about this chapter. In our next video, we will discuss about the new topic or new chapter.